Hiya, I'm Katie and I suffer from anorexia and bulimia. I've been asked to talk to you because this week is Eating Disorder Awareness Week, and I wanted to help in any way that I could. Some of you may remember me from last year, and unfortunately things aren't much better, and I'm still in hospital, but I'm determined to help others, and I feel it's important to share the reality of what it's like to live with this illness. I do have notes, so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm doing, so bear with me, but I hope this helps. So, living with an eating disorder is hell. Imagine facing your biggest fear head on 6 times a day. Each bite, every mouthful is agonising. Every hour of every day, thinking about food, how to avoid it, how to hide it, how to not have it, how to get rid of it. The reality of an eating disorder is not glamorous at all, as you can see. It's not about being thin and pretty and being in control, because the truth is you're completely out of control. It controls you. An eating disorder is a lonely existence, and I've lost friends, I've lost families, I've lost jobs, I've lost holidays, all because I've been so consumed with this illness that I can't think straight or rationalise. And who wants to be around somebody that is so engulfed with the illness that they can't think straight and can't talk about anything else but the illness? It does become your whole life. Every waking moment you think about food and your weight and exercise and how you can get rid of the food, and I'm literally consumed. It's not an existence. Sadly, there is a real lack of support and understanding for those with eating problems. My first experience with the GP, I was told that I was fine because my weight wasn't dangerously low, despite starving myself for days. I didn't feel like I was taken seriously, therefore I carried on. People think an eating disorder is vain and all about what you look like, but it's really not. Usually there's something that's triggered it, and usually it's used as a way to cope with something, cope with difficult situations, emotions. We need to continue to talk about mental health and eating disorders and raise that awareness so that there is more accessible help. Always remember that talking is okay, and never feel ashamed or guilty or embarrassed, because talking to somebody could save your life. And for me, reaching out to a friend and talking to someone was the ball rolling, and that's how I started to receive help. It's really important to look out for people and notice your friends and your family. Look for warning signs that are easily missed and hidden. Things to look out for, I would say, are sudden changes in behaviour, cutting out certain foods and dieting, becoming antisocial and uncomfortable around food, wanting more control around food and the preparation, making excuses not to eat or saying they've already eaten, secret eating, overly eating in certain ways and having disordered habits like cutting things into small pieces, hiding food or consuming a lot of food in one go, and disappearing after meals. There are so many other signs, but these are the most common. And if you recognise any of these in anybody that you know, please reach out to them, or if you recognise any of these in yourself, reach out for help. As I've said before, eating disorders come in all shapes, all sizes: anorexia, bulimia, binge eating. There's not just one type, it can be presented in so many ways. The truth is, early intervention is key, and getting help before things spiral is the best way, because as time goes on you become more engulfed and the thoughts become ingrained, and it's so much harder to let go of. It's important to talk, and if you don't get the right help for the first time, keep going back again and again, because you are worth it and you are worth the help and support. For me, I've spent my life in and out of general hospitals and specialist eating disorder units, and I'm currently in one now, and I'm dependent on the NG, which is a tube to feed me through my nose. 24 hours a day I have a member of staff with me to make sure that I'm safe physically and mentally. Last year I had a cardiac arrest and a heart attack, and I was told that I could die. My family are scared of losing me, and this is not an existence. And if I'd listened and if I'd asked for help earlier, then this may not be the position that I'm in now. I may have recovered. I can't stress enough how dangerous an eating disorder is. It has the highest mortality rate of any mental disorder, and I've lost friends to this illness. Like, I've seen people die, and it hasn't always been when they've been at their worst. It's Eating Disorder Awareness Week, and this week we need to talk and start conversations, ask questions. You are never alone. Don't be scared to ask for help. I hope I've helped and I've raised a little awareness. Please don't suffer in silence. Next week is also Children's Mental Health Week, so make sure you use the time to reflect, act with kindness, as you never know what someone is going through. Look out for others. If you see someone who looks like they need some help, offer them a listening ear. Growing together is the way forward, because by working together we can begin to start fighting these horrible illnesses. I can't express enough how horrible these illnesses are, and I would hate to see anybody else suffer. So please reach out for help and talk to your teachers, talk to your friends. There's always somebody there that will listen, and there's always someone that can be there to help. Again, I hope I've helped today, and I hope I continue to raise awareness. If you want any more support or want to ask me any further questions, get in touch with your teachers, who will pass on messages and questions to me, and I'm happy to answer them. Hope that was helpful. Goodbye.